This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com. Instant analysis here on not Howard Jones Field, on Cromwell Field with the track field. A little hot out here today, Dan. Really hot heat wave here in Los Angeles. Practice early in the morning, but it feels like it's 100 degrees out here already.
Well, on the artificial turf, that may be the real downside of going to the artificial turf this week, but good idea to give Howard Jones a little breathing this bye week and get it ready for the rest of the year because it's in great shape, but the heat does radiate.
And speaking of giving guys a little bit of a break, that happened a bit today. Some guys that are rehabbing maybe a little extensively during this bye week trying to get better for the game against Oregon State.
Well, I think that's the key, getting better. And the practice was to get everybody here better, and the bye week also is to get them guys like Trey Madden, Randall Telford, Leonard Williams, and Juju Smith, who kind of turned his ankle in the game, a chance to get better. So they were here just for a little bit, and then they were gone. And it looked like kind of the other way trying to get better is they went back to, this looked like an early August practice. Yeah. And, no scout team. They had the jerseys, actually. We didn't see them on the players, but they did have them, lying out on the sideline. Didn't even go there at all, just strictly, and they went 3 teams deep, offense and defense, and it looked like everybody got to play. And just talking to guys like Nelson and Cody, they loved it. This was like, we really like this. This is faster tempo. Everybody's competing. Cody even said, not having to go against that scout team, he said, you get guys flying around, you get guys competing. This is great. So this is what we saw early August for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, counting the Fresno State week. And then it kind of went away as they've gotten ready, spent a lot of time doing scout team prep work for Stanford and BC. The question I've got is, how do you incorporate this kind of tempo and this kind of the number of plays and this competition in practice when you're also having to prepare against the scout team? I think that's the genius of coaching. You got to figure out how do you do that.
He's got to figure out that balance there. And we got to talk to offensive players today. Obviously a lot of talk about the offensive line. I think you got to talk with Tim Drevno. What did they see on film? What can they change going forward on the offensive line?
That one, execution. I mean, just guys just getting beat. I mean, Cody said, it's stuff. The run was there, actually. He said, we just didn't execute the way we had. I think they're still a little baffled about why didn't they execute better. What was, it wasn't so much, he said even though they were loading the box, BC, and they gave them a lot to throw. And I think, Sark just said, what do you think twice about some of the calls? Yeah, probably. They obviously showed what they could probably do those last 2 drives where they just, didn't throw the ball deep and they just moved it down the field, 2 times in a row. I talked to T. Martin and he said, Cody's executing at such a high level, we could throw the ball 60 times a game and, feel pretty good about it. Yeah. So I still don't know if they really understand what went wrong in the offensive line individual work. They just didn't get it done.
I talked to Jordan Simmons, who got to play his first game in that game. He talked about communication over and over again. It was about communication, and some sort of breakdown. But you hear that the run was there, but it just didn't seem like it was. It seemed like the obvious choice was to kind of abandon the run, go with the pass, maybe slip in some runs later on.
Yeah, I mean, who needed to do that? For example, if and Cody said, they were loading the box. They were trying to take the run away. Who cares if you really want to run? If they can't stop you from throwing the ball, what does it matter? Just keep throwing it and throwing it and throwing it. And especially after you saw what happened on the last 2, scoring drives, you just think, man, this took, just 2-3 minutes. They ran, 8-9 plays, and boom, you're in the end zone. That's the second guessing here. They did an awful lot of short, precise throwing today. I mean, it was a, pass-heavy practice, very heavy.
And one last thing, just a little house cleaning. One more scholarship player down. Someone decided to retire.
Yeah, DJ Morgan. He's not giving up sports. He's going to try to concentrate. He's been a world-class hurdler coming out of high school, and he's going to retire from football in order to concentrate on track this spring and maybe even in the winter and the indoor season. But that was his call, and good luck to DJ. Really good luck.
Former running back who actually started when he was a true freshman, then moved to safety. Now he's retired and be off the team. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here from Cromwell Field. For Dan Weber, this is Ryan Abraham. Check out USCFootball.com for more.